I kind of miss working out in my house a little bit. If it's your first time on the channel, my name is Ryan. I'm a full-time reseller on sites like eBay, Poshmark, and Depop. I'm going to go ahead and add it in there now. So today's topic, I'm just going to go over how I kind of miss working out in my house. For those of you that have been following my journey, I'm in a warehouse now. I got a warehouse a little while back, and I enjoy it. It is great. It's great to have a place where you can come and just focus strictly on work. I will say I do enjoy the aspects of having a warehouse. We're a warehouse with an office space. Right now we're in my office space. As you can see, I got a mountain of clothes I have to take pictures of and process. So I'm making this video right now because I'm going to be tackling as many pictures as I can today. That is the goal, because even what's behind me is not everything. I have so much to process. That is one reason I missed last week's video, is just kind of being busy. That is part of being a reseller, and being on YouTube, it is just for fun to kind of connect with other resellers. And it's done that. I've got to meet a lot of great resellers locally and across the country just from filming these videos. And also I kind of like to go back and watch them just to see how I'm doing as a reseller. Like, am I progressing along the way? So it's almost like a recap of my own progression. So if you are following along, maybe you can see the progression of how everything's coming along. I do enjoy it. By the way, what I'm using is a new mic stand, and I really like it. So I'm going to go ahead and show a little video of that. I know it's not much, but it's really cool. I thought it was cool. And honestly, I feel like it's going to be cool, filming a lot of these videos. I hope to get better once I get things more in place with kind of filming regularly, where I can just set up this stand and just film. I also got it for possibly like Whatnot. I think it's meant for like tablets, so like an iPad, but my phone can fit in it, so why not? I'm going to use it for my phone as well. But I got it so if I did Whatnot shows, I could have like an iPad. I have like 2 iPads that sit in a drawer that collect dust. They're older models, but they were my kids, and they're, broken screens, and I don't want them playing with that. I could replace the screens, but we got these like kid tablets. That's a whole nother side topic. But in today's video, I want to talk about how the warehouse really is, and kind of things I miss about just the simplicity of working out of your house. So the warehouse is great because, I can come here at 4 o'clock in the morning, bang stuff around. I don't have to worry about waking my kids or my wife up. So I do enjoy that. One downfall I will say, and I will not say it's like a complete downfall, one downfall was all the startup costs to even move in this place. The down payment for not only the warehouse, but the extra month rent, all the down payments for all the utilities I had to turn on, also getting insurance. So all those little costs kind of add up, and they're all deductible, but you got to remember, when you are deducting things, you still get taxed on what you've made. So you still need to make money. It's kind of hard to, I might have to make another video of like really diving deep in this. There was another person I was watching, how she was talking about, well, everyone tells her, oh, you should get a new computer, but even getting a computer, yes, she could spend like whatever, a couple grand, but only realistically so much is going to be deducted, not the whole computer. And plus, if it was for personal and for business use, it goes into a whole another financial thing that I'm not quite there of understanding, but I'm slowly learning. And how like every deduction, yes, is a deduction, but you really don't get the full deduction, if that makes sense at all. But I like the warehouse. The warehouse is nice. I will say, yesterday we had like 80% humidity, and oh my gosh, this warehouse is so humid. All I have is just like one little AC unit in here. I need to get a fan to kind of like circulate some air or something, some more air, because it's just so stale feeling. So at times, so sometimes I have to turn on the AC even if it's not cold, just to kind of get that airflow going. So I need some kind of fan in here. That's not really, I guess, a negative. I guess it could be a negative. I need an airflow. My dad already suggested to get like a shop fan for like the out there for all the storage in the warehouse. So I will probably get that this summer to kind of circulate that air. That's one thing to kind of think about. I've talked to another reseller that's had like a shop, or maybe he's had a warehouse. He was saying, you know, you got to make sure you treat the edges of, you know, the garage door for the warehouse to make sure like little bugs don't get in here. So I don't worry about that. But I was driving to work today and I was thinking to myself, while I was pouring down rain, I was like, when I worked from home, I just got up and could go over into the office. Obviously I had to wake up later for when everyone else was up in the house. But I just got up and started working, and I didn't really have to dress any certain way. I know that might sound weird, but for guys, you could just be in some gym shorts, no shoes, no shirt, and just start taking pictures. And that's kind of the reality, like what you don't see behind the camera. When you're buying on YouTube or on eBay or Poshmark or Depop, you don't really know what the buyer's doing. They could be just doing it in their living room. They could be doing it in a warehouse. They could just be in their boxers, just taking pictures, or their underwear, just taking pictures. You don't really know, because all you see is the product. It's kind of a weird thing to think about. But as I came to the warehouse, because I'm coming here like early in the morning, it's cold, so I'm having to wear jeans. So I brought like shorts to work to kind of change into, because it does get hot later in the day, but it's cold in the morning. So, but when I worked out of my house, I just had shorts on, you know, like some gym shorts, especially on days like today, which today is Tuesday, where it's just a picture day. I don't go anywhere else. I just take a bunch of pictures and kind of dress like a bum, to be honest with you. And I can't really do that as much. And with the rising cost of fuel as well, that has taken in consideration of, you know, on a Tuesday, I did not really go anywhere. Sometimes I would go to like the post office to drop off packages, but that was it. So now I'm adding fuel costs to come to the warehouse and to return home. And I'm just like, there's all these little hidden costs that I can see adding up. I used to have pretty good profit margins before getting the warehouse, and now you can just really see them dip in. And I'm kind of wondering, is the warehouse worth it? Obviously I signed a year lease, so I will be here for at least 1 year, and I'm okay with that, to kind of test this out to see how I feel. I personally think that if you can work out of your house as much as you can, probably do that, because there is benefits to it. I think if you can do this, I know every area is different, but if you can work out of a shop on your property, I've talked to a few other resellers as well, but if you can build a shop or an extra garage, or even work out of your garage. I can't work out of my garage. My wife won't allow it. She's bougie like that. She likes parking in the garage now. She's already felt that life for most of her life now, so she refuses to park outside the garage unless she absolutely has to. So we So my garage at my house is not an option. It just is what it is. But I don't live on that much land. But on the side of my house, where my two sheds were, and if you followed along, you can see there's a good sized space. I was looking at possibly, what if I got a 2-car garage to put on that side, that a detachable or not even in the ground 2-car garage. I seen one at Lowe's or maybe it was Home Depot. I was like, what if I could get that and work out of that? Then once again, I'm only paying one internet, because now I'm paying 2 internets, one for the warehouse, one for home. I could, hook up electricity or run everything on solar out of there. So I could do that. I don't want to be in the house per se anymore. I want it still to be kind of like separate. I still want home and work to be separate. So would want that warehouse just to be work stuff, and in my house, just house stuff. But if I could just wake up and my commute was only a 2-minute walk, if that, a minute walk, or even 30-second walk, I feel like that'd be really beneficial, because there's just all these little costs. Like everything that I have right now, I could probably fit in a 2-car garage, I think. And then I could just make the whole thing, have an AC unit or something like that. Or I could do something completely different. I don't really know. I have time to think about it. But it is something that I'm already thinking, which some people watching this might be like, you just got the warehouse. Are you not excited? Are you not happy about it? Like, don't get me wrong, I'm happy. I'm really excited about it. I do have one part-time employee, but he's my nephew, so I don't really, if it was at my house, he could just come to my house. So he could just go into there. That's just my thought. I'm just not quite big enough where maybe the warehouse might have been too big of a jump, but I still feel like it was the best decision for right now. Because if I were to get this like mobile 2-hour garage, like on skids, I could, get everything. I can sell the other shed. I can tear down the other shed, make sure with the city that, hey, can I even have, like, how much space can I have? So I can have like someone come out, and because my yard, I'm on a dead end, so like part of my yard isn't even mine, even though I have to maintain it. It's actually the utility companies. So I need to figure out how far away from my house it needs to be and how far over I could have it where it's not on the utility company's land, even though I have to maintain it. So I'm trying to think of, that could probably be the best option, I feel like, maybe for me in the future. And obviously this isn't going to be for another 10 months, I guess, now, because what is today? Oh yeah, I've been here officially a month. A month flew by so fast. So I've been here a month. I like it. The utilities aren't really too expensive, but it just made me kind of think. This drive to work this morning in the pouring rain just made me really kind of think, is it kind of worth it? This whole thing about like jumping to reselling was to kind of have better ease, I guess, in life. And I've just created more work for myself that maybe it was unnecessary, because now I'm having to commute, let's say 15 minutes, which you're probably like, man, 15-minute commute, that's not bad at all. But still, 15 minute, there's 30 extra minutes that I don't really, can't get back. And I'm just thinking, if I worked out of my house, I'm saving on fuel. I could save on energy, because I could do possibly solar or just run wires. But would the detached 2-car garage increase the value of my house? And also, I couldn't write off the whole value of the 2-car garage, it would go by depreciation. So I'm wondering how I could do that as well. This is just some spit-braining ideas. But to wrap this video up, because obviously I could probably talk a while on this, is I enjoy the warehouse. I think the warehouse was the best thing for the time, but I'm already looking at what might be beneficial in the future. And right now I'm kind of leaning towards if I can somehow put a shop on my property where my commute is shorter, I'm saving fuel, I could save on utilities and things like that. These are all little costs that add up, and I think that's what I'm gonna kind of try to look at. And I'm not saying I'm going with it, but I'm gonna enjoy the warehouse as much as I can because there is a lot of benefit to it. But I think there might be a better way. I would love to know what you think. You know, are you for the warehouse? Are you for just working out of your house? Are you for working out of a shop on your property? If you can even do that, some places have HOAs where you can't do that. I would love to hear what you think. I know even some people work out of a storage unit and they take pictures of the house and store it at a storage unit. I would love to hear kind of like, what do you think's the best one? And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Please comment below what are your thoughts, and please subscribe to catch more content like this. We will see you next time. Bye.